I've been. Just a bitter old thug.
Fuck, this nigga's crazy. He's 25 years old. Why you still talking about child support? I should have $5,000 a year, but it was with me.
She was right about one thing. I ain't your motherfucking daddy.
You don't deserve to be my son.
Alright, y'all, for today's video, we're going to be talking about Kanan Stark. Now, it's going to be a while for well, not a while. We really only have, like, what, a month? I guess, like, a month away until we get, like, Raising Kanan Season 3, which I'm guessing and maybe predicting. I think that maybe in Season 3, Kanan is going to probably go crazy. I believe he's going to go crazy because in the last season when he went off on Freddy, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is the Kanan that we know and love, and he's starting to get there. So I'm guessing maybe, potentially, like in Season 3, Kanan might most definitely going to probably going crazy. We might be seeing maybe more from him. Maybe. But, you know, I wanted to talk about, like, how Kanan is basically one of the smartest characters in Power. Because I mean, we look at it right now, like at in Power Before Force, when we've seen Vic take out his own father, and then we seen Tommy take out Tony Teresi, and then we see Tariq take out Ghost, like a trifecta. And I'm like, Kanan is like the only character in Power that did not get clipped by his own son. Yes, the only character. And before I even get to his character and that whole ordeal, I just wanted to talk about how, like, each father had their own different perspective on how they wanted to raise their sons, starting from Ghost, because Ghost wanted to raise Tariq. And he wanted to have him not be like him. I mean, he wanted him to have, like, a different life and for him to be better than him. And, you know, with all of the twos that he actually had, he wanted him to be great, right? But unfortunately, he didn't do any of that, and we all know the results. And then Tony Teresi, I felt like his character was really different. From everybody, because I felt like his character, he genuinely wanted to have like a relationship with Tommy. I felt like there wasn't really any nefarious acts on his part, despite you know Ghost lying to him and saying like, yeah, Tony's gonna snitch on you too, and then forcing Tommy to kill his own dad. So it's like, I think he was the only character you could probably argue in Power that didn't have any sort of like sneaky intentions towards Tommy. I think he just genuinely wanted to have like a relationship with Tommy. I think that was really it. I think that's what he was as a character. Like, he didn't want to have any other he just wanted to have like a relationship with Tommy. That was pretty much it. And then we have Walter Flynn, where he constantly just wanted to have control over his children, manipulate them and use them as well, but he just constantly like wanted to have that control. And as he favored Vic over Claudia, as we seen in the last episode of Power Before Force, where they was all at the table, and then that's when the lawyer basically said that, well, everything goes to Vic. Claudia, I'm sorry, you get nothing. Right? So it's like he wanted to control everything about Vic, including his sex life, where he was just like, nah, no blacks. Like, you only going to stick to, I guess, Irish women, Italian women, white women. You are not messing around with no blacks. And this is which caused Vic to, like, really snap and lose his mind, because he basically got Gloria killed and he couldn't take it anymore. So it's like, when you look at everybody's perspective, everybody had, like, their own good intentions or bad intentions, right, depending on how you look at it. And Kanan was the only character in Power that you can say that, yeah, he wanted to take Sean and, try to, like, make him, Sean to be like him, but unfortunately that failed, because Ghost was actually teaching him not to act like that and to be different. But, I mean, Kanan, this is why, like, I always said this too, that Sean's character was a lot different. And I would even say, I know some people may not like this, I think I like his character more than I actually like Zeke's character. To me, Zeke, I felt like Zeke was stupid. I felt like Zeke was, like, really stupid. He was just like one of these basketball players who had a big ass dick and just knew how to fuck people with it. That's how I viewed him as, and I was just like, he's just too stupid for me. Sean, I felt like Sean was just placed in a predicament where, yes, he was Ghost's driver, and he was there for when Ghost was cheating. And when Tasha, started to like learn things about Ghost and how Ghost was changing and how he was, technically cheating, that's when Sean figured, well, since Tasha is showing me things, I kind of start to have something for Tasha. So that's why I kind of liked Sean's character more. I really did. I loved his character more than I loved Zeke's character. And this is exactly why I said how when he died, it wasn't like, oh, he wanted to like get revenge on his father because his father was manipulating him to go kill Ghost. Nah, it wasn't, and he was none of that. He just wanted to like genuinely leave, take Tasha and dip. But it was like, Kanan looked at him. What?
You stupid bitch.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You ain't killing Ghost. All right, bet. Pow. You don't deserve to be my son. And oh my God, that's why I think that was like one of the reasons why I got into Power in the first place, because it was like that scene when he actually killed his son. Now, granted, let me know in the comment section down below as well. Do you feel like, the sons killing their fathers kind of like played out? Like, do you feel like it's lost its momentum and its heat compared to how it was back in the original Power? I would say yes. To a very mid degree, I would say yes, because when Vic killed Walter, I didn't feel anything. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, he killed. Like, it was a, still a interesting scene, but I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, he killed Walter. But back in the original Power, it was more, it was like, if you felt something, you really felt something, like, oh my God, like everything you, like, was at stake and everything mattered. Not saying none of the stakes are there now and things don't really matter now. I'm just saying, like, back then, it just, you was more drawn into like, okay, who's gonna do what Ghost is gonna do, what Tommy's gonna do, what Kanan is gonna do, what Tasha may or may not do. So it was just like all the possibilities and speculations that was running wild in people's mind at the time. And when you look at certain things now, I was just like, okay, like Vic killing, I was like, all right, And another shock value as well was when Tariq killed Ghost. And I mean, I wouldn't say well, okay, yeah, it was really like a traumatic scene, but I think I was more pissed than, I was more pissed about it. I wasn't like really like excited or anything. I think I was like more pissed about it because you know how I feel. I really wanted the man to win. I didn't want that ending. I think nobody did. Nobody did. So, that's why, when you look at certain characters and you look at certain developments, and it's like Kanan was like the only smart one to have not gone down that route of having his own son kill him. Now, I think if Sean would have had more story development and more time, then it's very possible that Sean could have actually killed Kanan. It's very possible that if he would have had more story development and more time, then it was very possible. But I mean, for a character like that, you have to like build up and work your way into doing that. This is why when you look at raising Kanan, it's perfect, because you're building Kanan up to being the Kanan that we know him to be. It's not like, oh, he's just gonna jump right into it and he's just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be like killing like 5 different peoples, except for season 1 with the whole Buck 20 situation. That was it. That was it. And then the whole him shooting Howard. Again, that was it. But the Kanan that we all know and love, he started in season 2 when he beat the hell out of Freddy. That's Kanan. That's the real Kanan right there. That one. Where he's like, okay, he's coming in there, he's beating the hell out of people. Now, the other part of Kanan that we're still going to be waiting on is the whole, killing family members part. Again, we seen that in the original Power, but when does that actually start where he might actually kill a family member? Now, again, I know some of y'all that still keeps, shouting out and getting upset at me saying that, no, Raquel is still alive. Again, we don't know. It hasn't been clarified that if she's alive or dead. We don't know. We just don't know. So again, that whole part of, Kanan killing the family members, it might have started with her. It might have started with her. We don't know. And also, too, when it came down to Kanan was like the only character. I mean, okay, people can make like the point or the argument that he technically got taken out by Tariq. I mean, you could see it as like a student finally surpassing, no, not even finally surpassing anything, but you could just say like the student finally took the torch from the master and says like, all right, now I'm gonna be taking over and doing things in the future, because that's what it really was. I mean, people can argue that Tariq was actually Kanan's real son. I mean, you can say that, but I just seen it as like a master teaching his student, or a teacher teaching his student. That was pretty much it. I don't really see it as nothing like that. It was just more like he was teaching him how to do certain things or anything. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll catch you all in the next one.
Stay down!
Gun!
I